Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today what we're going to be doing is making some trap weights, and this was an idea given to me by HCC, Hardcore Canuck. So I'm going to make these trap weights, see how it turns out. Never done it before, and we're just going to give it a whirl and see how it goes. So stay tuned. Okay, guys and gals, you might have to excuse the road noise, but as you can see, got this old cast iron pot that my daughter brought home, but it was like a leftover from a yard sale. They had it out at the road. It was just too far gone to save for cooking in, but it's going to work well for this, I think. So what I've done is drilled a bunch of holes in this chunk of 4x4, drilled them 1.25 inches and just to the shoulder right there. Then we're going to take one of these fence staples, suspend that in there like that. Sorry about the cars. And we're going to melt down a bunch of these old lead wheel weights, pour them in the holes, and then hopefully pry them out of there. Haven't tried it before, so we'll see how it goes. As you can see, I've also been doing some other projects today. I made these muskrat floats. So these weights are going to be for these number ones. I'll just wire them to the chain right around here somewhere, and then we're good to go to get these floats out. So all right, stay tuned. Okay, guys and gals, so as you can see, it's starting to melt down here, and all I've been doing is, with those wheel weights, you're going to have to pick out, those are the steel clips, we don't want those in there. And then once I get enough melted, I'll skim off the top. There's going to be a bunch of caca on the top, so we'll skim that off, and then we'll get the lead dipper out and we'll start pouring our molds. And as you can see, that's kind of the setup I've got going. But what I'm probably going to have to do is drop the lead in, drop that in after, and then let it cool for a couple minutes, and then start trying to get them out of there. So I'm going to do a couple, make sure it works, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. I'm obviously not going to video this whole thing just melting down, because, well, it's going to take a few minutes. And I can't stress enough, do this outside, well ventilated. You don't want to be breathing that crap in. So all right, guys, stay tuned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so my lead ladle isn't really working the pots. I guess I don't have enough lead in there right now, but this is doing okay. So I'm just doing this with the old spoon here, filling it up, drop that in, try to get it kind of centered-ish. So you get the idea. We'll do one more here. Just obviously be very careful, guys and gals. And then did this one just a second ago. I'm gonna see if it'll pop out of there. I think we gotta let that cool a little bit more so I can put a little bit of pressure on it. Or it could be a 4x4 with a whole bunch of lead in it. So goodness.
I'm gonna pull out your staple.
Oh, we'll just remelt it down.
Oh, it's starting to wiggle.
Hey?
Starting to wiggle a bit.
Yeah, it's just... Okay. We'll come back. We're gonna let these ones cool a bit. Should have better luck there. I think I just tried too soon. Lead wasn't really set yet, so. All right, we'll be back. Okay, guys and gals, so I think what went wrong there was I think it would have had to like fine sand that all out. The lead just gripped into the wood there, and I had to chisel it out. So that was a bit of a fail. So we're gonna try this, and I grabbed some of these too. So there's something for the lead to kind of grip into. So I grabbed some of these little eye hooks. So we're gonna give that a go and see how that works. Just line that with a little bit of something instead of messing about. And we'll see if it molds a little better. It may just melt right through that, I don't know, but we're gonna give it a try. So we'll fill up these three, and we'll see, whoop, if I can get it in the dang mold. Holy, got the shakes this morning. So in case you haven't figured it out, it's the next day. Oh. Okay, we'll let that cool a bit. We'll see if that works. So stick around. If that works, we're just going to keep on going. If not, plan C, which I don't know what that is yet. All right, stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys and gals, so you can see it worked. I mean, it's still a bit of a process to get them out of there. Whoop. So we'll peel that foil off, and I think what we'll do is we're going to continue on with this method. It seems to be working okay. And once it cools down a bit, we'll take the foil off as best we can, and I'll show you the final product. So stay tuned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. Do-it-yourself trap weights. We went from old lead wheel weights, tire weights, to melting it down, to making a mold. I do recommend lining it with tin foil or some sort of, maybe a release agent of some kind might work. Or at the very least, you're gonna wanna sand the heck out of those holes, because I did have a whole bunch of trouble getting the first batch out. But once I lined it with the tin foil, all I did was take a piece of square tin foil about that big, I doubled it over, I formed it around a socket, put it in the hole, and then finished forming it. Sorry about the road. And then I just used some bamboo skewers to kind of hold those in place. Once I poured the lead in, dropped it in, skewer to hold it, let it cool for a couple of minutes, took it out, and there you have it. The leftover lead, that's still a little bit warm, but I just pour it into a bowl, and we'll just let it cool. And now you've got a nice clean piece of lead for the next project. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys and gals. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate all the support. It really means a lot to me. Give it a thumbs up, leave a genuine comment, and remember, it's never a bad day to be more outdoors.